高德禮喺日治時期喺赤柱集中營出世，係第5代香港人。佢亦都係香港民主促進會創辦人之一。香港民主促進會係一個智庫，專注於研究公共政策問題、基本法同埋香港喺一國兩制框架之下嘅民主發展。時至今日，佢對於香港未來嘅民主發展仍然樂觀嗎？
高德禮先生，好多謝你接受時政吹水站嘅訪問。1979年，你幫你阿叔打咗15年工之後，成立咗自己公司。而家你係投資同埋生產生物科技嘅富商。自從1989年起，你亦都見證到香港嘅政治發展同埋時局嘅改變。到而家呢一刻，你對一國兩制同埋香港民主發展，仲係唔係一個樂觀主義者呢？
As far as one country, two systems is concerned, basically the hardware is still there. The problem with one country, two systems to many people is the software hasn't been completed and some of the software has been rolled back. So with the hardware there, perhaps one can entertain some optimism that in due course we will get a little bit closer to the one country, two systems that people envisaged. I mean, when I say hardware, I mean things like immigration, our political system, the customs, our system of law. These are all the hardware that I think will stay in place.
George， 你覺得泛民主派應唔應該參選嚟緊嘅立法會選舉呢？佢哋應該頂硬上，抑或放棄呢？
Very definitely they should participate. I think it's very important that I have talked to my friends to give my point of view, because I think once you abdicate from the process, very difficult to get back in again. And even if you're just holding on by your fingernails, which is more or less what they'll be doing if they participate in this very reduced space in LegCo, but still you have the opportunity to say your piece, to put forward proposals, to put forward policies. I think it's very important that they should participate.
And what did they say?
At the moment, they're ambivalent about it. I think you can say the pan-Democrats are deeply divided, probably 50-50, between those who think they should have nothing to do with it and those who think they should participate. So we see around about September, I guess we will know whether they're going to participate or not.
你覺得泛民主派有冇低估中央政府對於國家安全嘅憂慮，甚至係恐懼？喺2014年錯過咗普選特首嘅機會，你有冇一個水晶球可以話俾我哋聽，香港幾時先可以普選特首呢？
Well, regarding 2014, I think there was perhaps a misunderstanding that the Central People's Government would not find a way of having its revenge. And I think when that proposal, the 831, was turned down, the Pandems felt the existing system actually was a better one. They had a better chance of influencing the outcome of the election of a CE under that system. And I think they all forgot that maybe there was a way to negate that, which is what's happened now.
What if I tell you that under the current system, universal suffrage may be possible?
Well, depends how you define universal suffrage. I mean, what I see now from the new electoral rules is that screening is here for the long term. I think all seats will be screened. So we'll have to work under that method going forward as far as I can see. But there will be, I think, more direct election. I would hope that
for the chief executive.
For the chief executive to begin with, and maybe quite quickly. Maybe in 2029, or was it 2027, the next
term.
Yeah, 2027, they could well, if 2022 has gone well, 2027 will be full direct election.
For the chief executive.
Yeah, and then afterwards I can see that the number of directly elected geographical seats may bit by bit be increased over the coming decade or two.
Well, that's at least chief executive election is at least you're optimistic about it.
Yes, well, I think you're back to 831 in a way,
right.
But in a different configuration.
經歷咗2019年同埋疫情，去或者留，彷彿係好多香港人呢幾年需要靜落嚟思考嘅問題。高德禮作為第5代香港人，佢又點睇新一波移民潮同埋港人嘅信心危機？佢有冇咩説話最想同年輕人講？
高德禮先生，你對年輕人有咩想講呢？
Well, Alan, as you know, I'm an optimist, so my message must be optimistic. I know it's difficult for young people to have an optimistic view at this time, but things change. Nothing ever stays the same. And Hong Kong is a place still worthwhile to build up and to grow. And I would ask young people to do their best to try and stay in Hong Kong and help build it into a better place, a fairer place, a more equal place. And I think that's a very worthwhile thing to do, and I hope they do it. I was born here, my grandmother was born here, and I will stay here. Of course, it's easy for me to say that because I'm at the second half of my life, so staying here is much easier. But I think I would encourage people to try and stay if they can and help build Hong Kong. It's been built over the years into a very fine place. Let's try and get it to one more stage again.